Why?
I want to go in here sometime.
Okay, well, just flip up the screen first to see if I'm recording. I'm just doing one more short video and then I'm done for the day.
But why can't you just turn it?
Turn what?
The camera. Mom?
Turn to do what? Turn it where?
Why can't you turn it the other way?
I'm gonna find a different place to go anyways. So don't worry about it. This is just temporary. It's just temporary. Yeah.
It's live, Mom.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay, hold on. Wait, don't stop it. Okay, just go out. I'll cover up the thing. Go.
I need the red charger.
What red charger? I don't know where it's at. It's in the living room. Go ahead. All right, my fault. Okay. So, yeah, so I was coming back here to talk about, I had to write some notes, y'all. I had to write some notes because I feel like we're in this energy of this Satan seed versus the seed of God, okay? So, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like this is real something. I feel like there's already been some type of victory or some kind of Three of Cups energy or maybe something here. Something is being done premature, okay? Or something like this. So, I was thinking about this whole energy of women's sports because sometimes it's just certain terms or words that just send me, okay? Because there's so much confusion, so much lies, so much layered energy here with words and spell works and documents and things like this. So again, it just made me think about all this stuff about women's sports and FP, you know, trans energy, because trans is, to me, means, it's making me think about the transatlantic slave trade. It's making me think about like a trans or tri energy, okay? The energy of three also, okay? Oh, okay. So also that gives me the energy of the commoners, peasants, and servants. That would be three, all right? Those that would be above ground or on the ground, versus the ones that will be underground or in the underworld or hell. So there's something about freeing people or something. I kept thinking earlier, tell the Pharaoh to let the people go. But I don't know, there's something about this Moshe energy. I feel like this is not my thing or something, but maybe this has something to do with something here. All right, we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So yeah, because the Queen of Cups in reverse is showing me something, like I said, about this whole aspect here of, right, okay, in the church. Okay, so that's 1, 2. All right, and then justice. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so we got the Queen of Cups energy is going to be, there's like the Queen of Heavens and Earth, right? Okay, like an Inanna energy. And then we have Queens of Heaven, right? All right. These queens of heaven, I don't know, they're representing in this day and age feminine energy that have been selected maybe by their looks or the fact that they may be, have some type of potential here to rise above. They will be gifted in certain areas. Now, this gifting could come from the connection between them and the original source or a masculine energy and that Empress energy. Again, these women most likely are feeding off the fossil fuel that comes from the feminine energy, but it also, again, like I said, so they're already like on a natural high. But then we have some that have been exalted and placed there as idols to be worshipped by people. So this is also bringing me to sports, because this whole thing in the tarot community, which has to do with headlines or news or whatever, the Empress has her way of interpreting things and high priestesses have their way. So again, I feel like this is, I don't know, this is representing something, how I feel about being put in a situation to go through certain things to see how it works, to be able to speak these things, okay? And the show was really going on behind the scenes when it comes to these times throughout the test of time when things have been decided or constructed or put together and move forward here. But again, I feel like this may be those who got those gifts and used them against the Empress. this is why some of these people are going to be in reverse. All right. And I feel like also some of these people, by cheating or usury or even learning the language, because learning the language, if you look at language in etymology, is basically talking about stealing. So when Moshe and them came in on the children of Israel, when we're talking about the Tower of Babel or Babel, I have to say both. I don't know. This was basically talking about people cheating, people sitting on the sidelines or watching from a balcony in the orchestra or watching from the skybox. You see what I'm saying? And having some type of exalted way of seeing here. They can see in the back door things that have been blocked off even from yourself. All right. So again, if we're talking, and then we're talking about the Hierophant, the church. Again, the church is working with these people. The government is working with these people. All these people, that it makes me think about the Three of Pentacles, when all those people are all meeting in somebody's name, more than two or three meeting in the name of Yeshua or Christ, or in the name of, you know, again, the two energies, the Emperor and Empress in this day and age, right? So again, this is cheating. It's usury, it's cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's a head start, okay? It's unfair, because a lot of times, like I said, when it comes to these plants that were planted in the indigenous community, they already have been training these people in some kind of way here with laws and things like that, all right? Prior to putting them into the indigenous community that was built by some people genuinely and naturally, by really naturally seeking out some type of information and putting hours and hours and hours. And now there are people that are plucking off that energy and that information, adding it to what they already have written and rewriting again the story. See, again, and that's what bothers me about a foundation, a proper foundation or a proper start. Because the people that are getting credit for the work of those of us that did the work, and then those people being kicked while they're down, all right? This is the way that we, because again, there's no division with this commoners, peasants, and servants. They're all on the same thing. And I look at that energy as the foot, though. It's still the foot of the empress. So if there's no respect for the emperor and the empress, their union and things like this, right? Then again, it's not going to be able to bring the proper, or Adam and Eve, or whatever you might want to call it, that balance, that order, the black and white, the yin, the yang, whatever, the light, the dark, whatever, as above, so below. All right. So again, this is, again, those that are above always watching those that are below, calling them animals, but you watch them to find. All right. I don't know where it stopped. Okay. So again, like I said, it's giving me the, you know, energy, like I said, of light and dark, as above, so below, the moon and the sun, you know, these different ways of looking at some type of balance or some type of order here. Something that starts with the man or the woman in the mirror, starts with yourself. All right. But if we look at this energy of why not just sports? Why is it called women's sports in the first place? Because what it's saying here is women, okay? Because I'm thinking, is this having to do with, you know, minorities versus the majority, okay? We have women, is talking about the adult, feminine, female. So again, that's three, again. The adult, female, human. That's that tri kind of energy here, okay? Like I said, it was making me think about commoners, peasants, and servants, okay? So this is like an uprising of those people. It's not, when we're flipping that triangle upside down, it's not even considering the people that have been in the dark or in hell or in the Sheol or in the underworld, or the Dali people that are closed off by that ceiling. I don't know if this has something to do with the debt ceiling. I always wonder that, okay? But it's still disregarding those people, even though they should be the ones that inherited this. Earth, meaning maybe this foundation. But I feel like in the sense we're letting these people have the, this is like a masculine replacing his feminine at a certain age and bringing in someone else that has less knowledge so that he can have the full reign or something. And it throws out the fact that these women are of sometimes of royal or regal status, or the ones that have been anointed by source. So they were sought out because of who they were, used, and then placed aside. All right. Also, woman is a female servant, okay? So again, this is giving me the thing that I'm seeing between like a mammy energy or a mothering energy, okay? And then again, the commoners, peasants, and servants that stand on top of those particular people because of something like a title. So if it has nothing to do with race or nationality, then why are we still using them? See, because it only benefits certain people, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happens to be the unrighteous, okay? Or the laws of man over the laws of God, or the law of order here, okay? It's making me think again at this female servant at some point in time. I don't know, it just seemed like the natural order would be for this, like even if it's something separate where, you know, the masculine spends his time and his money and his whatever resources with the hidden feminine aspect, which could be a masculine actually, okay? And the female is just a servant. She's looked at as the one that's kept at home or serving as the but at some point in time, I feel like whatever this is, this woman is supposed to go and spend time with her God or her husband or her something in the kingdom and live some type of life here. But I feel like, I don't know, something is being flopped. They haven't been honoring that. They disregard the mother. They disregard the mother, I guess, at some certain time here. All right? When she is supposed to be given some type of seat next to whatever masculine this is. I don't know what we're talking about here, but maybe this is some type of so-called cultural something here that man has used and twisted and manipulated it into meaning something else, that at 40 years old a woman is useless, or you know, her legs don't work no more or whatever, okay? But then again, it's making me think about sports. It's talking about agility or speed, power. It makes me think about what it actually means is the an athletic game or contest. So again, if we're talking about this in the sense of just sports, what you see on TV, okay, all right, with balls and stuff like this or whatever, sticks and balls or whatever, okay. But again, in real life, this has to do with something about the Hunger Games, all right, and some aspect of some people that are at the top, like I said, in some kind of skybox type of energy, that are judging and having people scramble and fight and battle below. But then again, you know what I'm saying? If there's no fairness in that, because again, I believe that some of these athletes didn't even know that they were competing. And some of them, like I said, had a head start, okay? Some of these people were neglected by the fathers on purpose because they already knew that they were going to uplift or exalt something foreign or someone that comes from a different land that honors their fathers of those lands and will provide growth for them. And then America will still continue to plunder or whatever we can call it, okay? So again, by neglecting the original children or the children of the sons of God, which at some point in time should have been being steered at an early age, okay? And I'm not talking about just taking your children to daycare at 2 years old and letting somebody else handle it, okay? I'm talking about opening up these particular doors, whether it's mental or with 5G or whatever they're using, okay? These people or whatever secret societies or clubs or groups behind the scenes that are gearing those children, knowing that they're gonna battle one day up against the originals or those children of God, and the children of God have no idea. They have no idea they're being surveilled, no idea they're being watched, no idea they're on a domestic terrorist list that was made by domestic terrorists. You know what I'm saying? So it's just this kind of energy here. I'm not talking about that kind of head start. I'm talking about somebody that had been given some type of rule book or some kind of guidance here, all right, for them to excel or make it so it's impossible. If you're not really concerned about the power, the strength, and the agility, even just of the mind of those people that did not get all these so-called degrees. We already see that all the people that you have enlisted in certain positions have some type of something. But everything is still in shambles. So again, there's not a balance, something of reality. These are people that have lost touch with reality and what it's really like to not have nothing. That's why they're in a position thinking that they can dictate. So them, and again, that's the unrighteous energy, okay? Again, the righteous are going to be righteous whether they're rich or poor, big or small or whatever. It's just going to be that way. It's something that's in you, okay? So again, these upgrades possibly, okay? Now, an upgrade could have been, you know what I'm saying, the antidote or something like this, okay? And some people were skeptical of it, okay? This could be something here, all right? These could be natural upgrades when it comes to children of God, okay? It may not be as quick, but again, is it? Because I'm thinking about 𝑘'taker. That name comes up in the family tree, okay? And that's meaning somebody's taking somebody's wits here. Somebody has a wit about them first for somebody to want to take the wit. But even though their lifestyle led them down a path of maybe being in the projects or lower income, it doesn't mean that they're not worth anything or they're worthless. Because a lot of these people do have some type of knowledge because they went through these particular things. So when they get in positions of power, more than likely these people are going to gear towards those things. And this is why they keep you out of it. All right, because God put you in a certain position sometimes to see these certain things, so that, again, like I said, I feel like there's this energy of these women are supposed to move up in society and be judges or something like this. This would be the natural way of things with tribes and things like that in the past tense. All right, they would be respected and treated and honored and gifted things. Okay. Which gives them time to, what else do we see here, okay? Sport can also mean pleasant pastime, okay? Amusement. Entertainment. Relaxation. What does it say? Acting, amusement. So again, okay, so entertainment purposes only, okay? Okay, so again, so to play a sport, you have those that are natural, okay? Or the natural children of God that might dance and, you know, be merry, or just, you know, just in general. You have a certain essence or aura about yourself, okay? Being somewhat abundant. You might even be quick-witted, you know, a jack of all trades. There's lots of things on your mind, you know. I don't know, I'm just seeing this kind of energy here. Like I said, we're being whole, okay? So it's not even fair if, again, you have these people that are haughty or lifted up, or they're exalted, or they have these particular type of credentials or the secret knowledge here, to be watching secretly these people that are in this energy of sport, which is pleasant, okay? Just a pastime, chilling, whatever, just coming up with natural ideas, the arts. Maybe this is why the arts was in reverse the other day, okay? Because again, watching you do those things inspires. It's kind of like a muse energy here. It inspires things. Unfortunately, women incite wars as well. Or, you know, communication between women, because women do hold a certain amount of substantial power. Nobody wants to say it, but again, if we're talking about the original people of the soil of this plane, or we're talking about the womb. So again, even these so-called groups that want women to cover themselves up. Why should I hide myself? Again, these other women, okay, or within this women's sports, if we're talking about men in this sense, men and women or whatever, that men shouldn't be involved or something like this. Maybe they're talking about like two different sectors of people here, okay? Because again, there's something, again, we talk about things that are seen and unseen, past, present, and future. So there's a lifestyle that's being hidden from the Empress that is going on with this other feminine energy that is having to do with time spent when this masculine is in his power or feeling some kind of way. All right, there's some kind of meetings, there's some kind of finance or something involved, there's some type of coming together or something that happens on another level with these people. So like these type of soulmate energies possibly, okay? And again, it's kind of unfair because these women get to observe or peer in on your life, okay? I'm talking about someone who is targeted or surveilled or something like that, like me. Someone who knows who you are. Nobody can tell you nothing different, but society is trying its best to disregard this energy here. They're gonna be also, like I said, they get the better half of the man, okay? When he's in his full power. The other women, again, the women that are at home, you know, or they try to mammify in a sense, will be the ones that catch all the hell, okay? But the man also loves her in some kind of way here, all right? It's something very strange about this, okay? And again, it becomes something that's not about what you know, okay? Because some of our grandmas had 16 children, were at home all their life, and they had more wisdom than any of these people that you see standing in front of you on these televisions, okay? They had some beauty and grace or something natural even about themselves. These same people sit in these high places, okay, and they know exactly what they could do for these particular communities of people, okay, and they don't, it's not a priority for them. It will never be a priority for them because most of their children are born with already these silver or golden spoons in their mouth, which you think that makes them valuable instead of going, and then they want to say, oh, work hard and pull up your bootstraps. But again, most of these people came from hard times. If it's not physical labor, mental. Where, again, like I said, it becomes about not what you know, but who you know, okay? That becomes important, and this is how these people are projected, elevated, or exalted here, or selected, okay? So again, I have written here, degrees don't define me, all right? There's certain degrees of some type of livelihood or self-recognition or growth. You see what I'm saying? That some of us have gone through. And people have seen that and they've admired it, okay? They have maybe even learned something and been able to rise up from some lower level of depression or something like this, or gain some type of something from that. But then again, I would say admiring or even observing. So again, but they're still going to disregard, okay? So again, if it's some kind of contest, how is it a contest if some of the players don't even know that they're in a contest, right? But again, this means that still you're projecting, you're promoting people that are in copycat energy. They probably go to somebody else's information, come up with a brief something, synopsis or something, because they can come up with something like this, and then they come on and they, you know, and it's just not fair because some people had to get it out the mud or get it out the dirt. And because you don't have a little 3 letters next to your name, you know, it should be just about your morals, okay? That other people can come in and weigh somebody else down or hold on to them or anchor them down, right? While they step ahead, and the world is watching and thinking that this is insanity to me, okay? This is it's really insanity to me because you know exactly what you're doing. And if these people know so much, why don't they know that? So again, it says the noun is also female servant, a wife plus man equaling a human being. So again, this is making me think about Adam energy here, okay? Because again, God made them both male and female and called them Adam. So again, this is almost like a masculine energy or someone who appears to be masculine taking the lead and just disregarding the energy that he also, it's almost like the 4 of swords, disregarding that sword that has been laying underneath him or above him his whole entire life. I don't know why I'm hearing single white female, okay? So it also refers to both sexes, literally a woman, man, And I wrote Adam next to that because, again, that's what it makes me think of. This is somebody trying to disregard an earth angel that is actually a heavenly being and keep them trapped in a state of being underneath or beneath. Woman to man. Okay, so again, I'm thinking, I don't know why I was just thinking too, we'll call her woman because she was taken out of man. All right, but then what does man mean? What did I write down? What does man mean? Yeah, I'm gonna go, what the heck? What, I thought I wrote it down, what man means. All I know is I see, like I said, hit it and quit it, okay? And then speed and power. Okay, so we'll talk about these things and then I'll come back about man, okay? So again, speed and power. They're trying to say that, you know, some of these women or these, they're calling them elders because they're not as quick. But is it they're just confused or they're not quick? You see what I'm saying? Some of us already have the blueprint of whatever people are trying to build here within us. But again, because you don't have those credentials that don't make no difference in the first place, you're just discredited or dishonored here. Okay, so again, they're talking about speed and power. You can probably put some of these people in the same room with some people and give them the same amount of time, the same equipment, but it's not true. They don't give you the same amount of time, the same equipment, the same resources. No, there is something different about, you know, some of these people that have been pitted against each other. And more than likely, there were the have and the have-nots, period. Whether that's information, abundance, financial power or gain. These could be people that pride themselves in working for themselves. But again, in 2022, they have ways of slowing down or stopping algorithms or even just doing that for a certain amount of time for you to lose somewhat faith in what you're doing here. Because again, at some instance, these people are going to be able to stop completely whatever you do. If you don't go and abide by their rules, then again, and you will talk to your friends and family and say, well, you've always never done this. But really, in all actuality, you are doing this, but you are getting this, you can get this, what word am I looking for? It's, well, disheartening would not be what I'm saying, but it could be something that could make you not want to do what you're doing anymore or slow down production, just like any other manufacturer or anybody else that would be working in that situation, okay? You're going to want to be producing something if you're going to get something from it, all right? But I feel like, again, this is a way of also, what we were talking about last night, them trying to push an empress into some type of job or work ethic now, you know what I'm saying, from doing what she's done for the community and doing what she's done for, no matter where she's sitting or where, whatever, she's done something for the community and for her household. And then now, you see what I'm saying, there's someone that's going to just be coming in as a copycat or a doppelganger and take over the credit for her work that she's done, all right? So again, this doesn't mean that these people are quicker. It just means that they're liars and cheaters and sneaks. It just means that these are the people that are trying to graft themselves into your family tree or graft themselves into your, or hang themselves from your trees, okay? And this would be considered possibly that strange fruit, but they would make you think that you are the strange fruit, all right? And then these masculines get used to hitting it and quitting it or coming to get a hit. You become a drug or a muse or something like this where, you know, you're not even probably even touched by these individuals, but not in the 3D anyway, okay? But, you know, they come to you and put burdensome energy on you or suck some type of energy, and now they have another parasitic energy as one of these females that comes along with them. But this person also sneaks behind the masculine's back and does spell work and sorcery and different things to the feminine body to make her feel some kind of way about herself, right? While she goes off and has fun and try to entice this masculine or bring him into this orgy and all this other energy where he won't want to come back to home. So again, some of this stuff is done energetically, spiritually, in the astral plane or whatever, behind the scenes, we could say, all right? And then when she speaks out or she wakes up to who she is and that this female has no power over her and there is no other God or goddess besides her, then the masculine can kind of bring down the hammer with this justice though. But again, we have that justice card that was in reverse here. Okay, along with the Hierophant. So the justice system is not going to be able to continue to do what they're doing. And the Hierophant energy, the church, is not going to be able to continue to do what they're doing. And then this energy of education, right? Okay. Which just means indoctrination. All right. All of this is in reverse here. Okay, because again, these people, it's making me think about hunger and thirst. They're thirsting for something. So even before you can get something out, technology has it so people can go into your mind. It's something right here. It's talking about the books being open. Okay, so again, while the books are open, or your Akashic records or certain records are open, even to the government or whoever, you know, anybody can go and take from it and see what values you have as far as your DNA, your lineage, and things like this, right? And this people can make money or benefit off of you. So that might be the whoring of Babylon. Them, again, selling off portions or pieces or shares to, you know, feminine energy here. Watching them in their homes while they're, you know, taking care of their children or not or whatever. Knowing that there's some kind of quality or use, but they'd rather keep them there. All right. Instead of bringing them up or bringing them into the White House. But these are white, again, these are white people. Whether it says it on paper or not, people can see the white light. So yeah, man, I think was featherless, a featherless biped. Okay, something like this. Let's see. Let's see. Because it says also man, so a featherless plantigrade. Okay? Biped mammal of the genus Homo. A human being. Okay? So again, wife plus man, human being. So again, I guess this is like a dual bred energy or something here, maybe. Okay. But we also have a brave man, a hero, a servant, a vassal. Okay, so again, like I said, this being a vassal, this again, if you're in that energy of man, right, then this means that somebody can come in and harness your energy or use your vassal. So again, maybe Satan, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if we look at it and say Satan can't force you to do something, but there are other entities, demons and things like that, looking for homes, looking for souls, looking for this in order to infiltrate or something, okay? So again, this is something that also the children of God can see or sense or smell or sniff out. These are those organic, natural gifts that we have. So again, with this energy and this shift that's been going on here, this is why people were able to use that as some instance to call you crazy, because this is when God will be going from temple to temple or mountain to mountain. All right? Supping with these particular women in some type of sense here. Now, I think the Empress has been hidden from the Empress because, you know, nobody don't want the Empress to have to see what her man been doing, but okay. But I think, again, we're trying to get rid of that unconditional love by bringing in and tying something together with one of these AI energies or one of these heartless women or one of these something like this, okay? There's no care or compassion. A foreign woman where the children really don't mean as much as they would to an organic woman of this soil, coming from the same soil. Because I think in here it says something about Adam and somebody came from the same soil, okay? So again, somebody doesn't want that, all right? This is also where other energies come into play here with their lasers and their things like this to, again, these missiles, okay, in order to block out women, okay, those that are from the same soil from reproducing, okay? So again, the men are over there, the woman is here. The man is looking as if, oh, at his farm or his plantation, if she's not being able to produce, how can I keep her? But again, he's counting on other men other than himself to take care of his woman. And then we see why here we have like this energy of these infidels or something like this, because the woman has no knowledge of what's going on with her body. Her man is supposed to be there to protect. All right. So again, I feel like this is where, again, we're getting into that galactic energy here, after the things that are being done, again, on different levels here, or different scales here. All right. I feel like it's supposed to be like a hands-on situation. So it makes no sense for the two to be separated to me. Okay. Which makes her to be that strong. I don't like when people use that term, but that strong so-called woman, whatever, white woman, black woman, whatever. You know, like I can't remember who it was that said, sometimes I don't want to be strong. Okay, I think it was Cookie. You know, sometimes she don't want to be, okay? Because then that is unappealing to the masculine who she's pleading her case, who obviously is away from her and not giving her whatever it is that she needs. He has someone else that's in her ear, letting her know that she's giving him something that he can feel. And she has to bear all of this energy with this inner quiet here. All right? But the other women are getting in preparation here by whatever this coming from this atom, or whatever's coming from this feminine energy. They're harnessing it through their children or something, and then it's kind of leaking off on them, right? Okay? Because it's the lies and stuff that their children told and the laws they laid down that got them in a position where they can be in a haughty position 30 years from now. And the same thing can happen again here if we don't pay attention to what's going on. And the true children do not get the credentials, or they don't have the credentials, or they don't get the same. But we know that God pulled Jesus out of basically the ghetto, all right? And then sent him around to, or use his voice or his message in order to free many people here, okay? That were lost and turned out, lost and confused. This could also be, you know, some type of spiritual rape, where somebody knows something, or they're doing some type of secret or sorcery or something here in order to violate people in different ways, to take from them things that they need to be able to compete in this world here. All right? Like views or something like this. Their voice, power, that is their birthright. Also a featherless. So again, this man, or it being separated how it has it here, a wife and man, this is also making me think that this is an orphan. Somebody has a woman for a certain time, and like I said, throws the garter to some whatever, okay? And I think the whatever masculine this is wanted the garter to be left on the ground. You know, you go to some weddings and the garter don't make it in nobody's hand, is left on the ground. And I feel like a masculine said, no, I don't want nobody else being able to pick her up, pull her up, raise her, put her on a throne like a queen is supposed to be, and treat her like she's supposed to be. Because then again, she might still be able to move from that position to this position and also continue to be somebody or be something. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. I'm getting this, because it don't cost nothing to pay attention, right? But a lot of these women that are over you have been paying attention to you. So they only get bits and pieces of what you are doing or what you could do. If you had the same support that she has from this masculine, you could be doing many more things. Greater things shall she do. You see what I'm saying? And so this is this kind of real cycle or something that keeps going on and on and on. And the other women are just haters. You know, whether they've been hired by the masculine or not, at some point in time, a jealousy, envy, and greed, or haughtiness, because they see that they're getting these gifts, or they're being upgraded, or they're given, you know, opportunities to be able to travel and things like this, and you're still sitting at home and your countenance is falling because, again, certain things that you used to have or used to be able to, or he would provide, he's not doing anymore. But again, you don't even know that you've been cut off from being his wife, and that he has a secret possible wife or some other family somewhere that's already been started while he was still with you. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's some kind of secret program. There's something going on to this shit that's going to end right now here today with the fuck me. Okay? Something is going on here, because whatever they're using or benefiting from, it comes from your abundance. So how are you not going to be able to benefit in no kind of way? Somebody think they just want to keep you in one spot sitting here, and this bitch going to keep on feeding off of me? See? And then I heard somebody say, yeah, many fathers, you know, are not in the scene because the mothers wouldn't continue to let them whore them out after they left. Well, After you let, so it made me think about the energy of just sensing something of this is not the full Taurus anymore. There's a part of him that's gone. And it seemed like they have some type of control to lend that to this other bitch that didn't put in all, wasn't here with him when he was sick every single day and helped him out and made him food and soup and shit when he was sick and couldn't move and crying. You know what I'm saying? Had you sitting at his feet. And this bitch somewhere spending some kind of secret account, got some black card or something, doing whatever she want to do. Again, that needs to end. Whatever the fuck that is, that's toxic. That's toxic. And then giving these women some kind of improper authority that has some type of conflict of interest attached to it, where they're able to do underhanded, undermined things to these women here and put pressure on them. These women should be honored. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. And these people know exactly what they're doing. And the thing is, they are valued, or there is secret, you know, things hanging up of these women, or secret knowledge, or secret meetings that have been done, you know, where your husband has lent you out in a sense, whether it be energetically or some other kind of way where you would not know about this here. All right. So these, but then again, I feel like this is something that may need to be kept under wraps. We got human being, a person, a male or female. So a man is a human being, a person, a male or female. Okay, so this is Adam, I guess, energy. Okay, because we talking about pre-Adamite energy over here. Okay, so it says a brave man, a hero. Also, so again, that's maybe that too. Okay, it may be that too. All right, and the 3 might be whatever antidote or whatever something, because there's something about Johnson here. Okay, we got a servant, a vassal, an adult male considered as under the control of another person. So again, a minority here, okay? Under the control of another person. Also, these could also be men that are being brought down to, you know, a degree of feminine energy because they have these women that are actually controlling them. These spies or these plants or these women that were sent in to gain the trust of these men, or to gain some type of access or control over these men here. A controller, a handler, to keep him away from his true love. Because again, in this day and age, we can have it all. Is it really free will? Breach? Is it really free will? Or is this a controlled demolition here? Okay. I'm getting robot vibes. I'm getting somebody or something is not what they project themselves to be here. All right, we got a fork. Could be a pitchfork or a fork in the road here. All right, this could be, like I said, these masculines, me seeing this masculine in certain energies that I've never seen in the past 20 something years here. Okay, so again, knowing that, again, when we're talking about them protesting at the homes of these justices, this is them using these men or these vassals here, sometimes with feminine energy to, you know what I'm saying, do certain things, spiteful things, wicked things, some shit that men wouldn't even be thinking about doing actually. All right, so again, this is invasion here of privacy, of people's bodies, their vassals, their minds. So we have Danish. So again, maybe that's why I was thinking of Dan, or I don't know if Dutch is Danish, I don't know. But we have Danish here, okay? Old Norse. Okay, so I'm getting Wisconsin energy, Germantown. Okay, so again, this does have something to do with some of this town here. This has something to do with, okay, so we have spice and frost. Okay, yeah. All right, so again, maybe this is also, like I said, something to do with this energy of this boy here. This spice, that's his nickname, my daughter's boyfriend, but also the spice of life, or the salt of the earth, or seasons. They will use them for seasons or seasonings, okay? We have frost, so again, maybe somebody's heart has been cold, okay, towards somebody here. So it's a cold-hearted or a heartless energy here. So we have mana, or man, okay? Man, plural, see men, okay? Sometimes connected to root men, to think. One who has intelligence. But not all linguists accept this, okay? Rights, human beings. So I'm seeing rights is like right, like writing your name, but I'm also seeing rights, like human right, like rights, okay? It says most probably man, human being, divine name, a manus. believed to be the progenitor of the human race. So that's believed to be, though. Okay, it may not be the case. All right, so mankind, manslaughter. So again, really manslaughter, really all this talk about abortion laws and all this stuff is about manslaughter. Really, all these women's sports is about manslaughter. You see what I'm saying? It's also killing off the energy in men. But again, it's not by the original women that care about the soil and the children of the soil, or the corn and the children of the corn. It is talking about these foreign women that don't care about them. They want some type of control over them and your bitch. And that's what it's about. All right? They want some type of control over you and your woman, because most times she is more abundant by nature than these other women. More natural than materialistic, okay? More than likely, the wand wants to be wondering about her and not these other. But again, it's a forced mechanism. It's something with force here. They're forced to, it's some shit that's going on only on camera. Right? They'll make you like you're miserable because you don't do this and you don't. One day Taurus said, I don't give a damn about no clean house. I want to be close to you. So again, there's this energy here. All right? But these women, you know what I'm saying? They show their lives or something. Everything is so perfect and pristine and things like that. But really, they're the chaotic energy. His peace is at home with that woman that where his heart, the woman that's holding his heart, where he wants to be. And this is, again, why there's not balance there. Everything is going to be off balance here. I mean, people, it's just hard-headed. Like I said, a stiff-necked, hard-headed group of people here. Okay? They see the world, they see things crumbling down, but they're so mad at this woman that has this information that they don't understand how she has it. It's, again, somebody fearing something that they don't know that can heal something. All right? But again, that's the same way I kind of looked at the antidote or shot. Okay? We have a husband. So again, like I said, this energy of free men, whatever, okay? So again, this is making me think, like I said, about this energy here of someone turning a woman to a man. So it's more like his boy after they're 40 years old, you know what I'm saying? Instead of his wife or something like this, while he moves somebody else into the situation or a dynamic. But more than likely, this woman has been sculpting and watching this other woman. So it's unfair because that means that somebody had a head start, okay? That means they had a tutor. They had different vehicles to use in order to do this. They had a group behind them. They had and this, we're talking about the difference between these particular individuals and then the intellect or mentellect of these particular women that may be looked at as less than because they didn't go the same route, or they didn't get all these degrees or credentials from man in order to step into certain positions to, you know, it's about so-called healing a nation or the world at this point in time. And I don't care how many credentials you have. Sometimes it's just something that's in you. All right. So again, yeah, we have the Death and Empress here. All right. And then right behind that, we have the Emperor. Again, people have been trying to put a death to this. Somebody has been using magic behind the scenes in order to put an end to an Empress and an Empress. Emperor and Emperor, Empress and Empress, Emperor and Empress, whatever, however it would be. So we talking same-sex energy, that could be talking about this as well. Whatever he is and I am, they know who the fuck we is, and that's just all that matters. But there is someone else here in between here, okay? There is someone else in between here, okay? So again, somebody thinks somebody was gonna have somebody in a hangman position here, and I feel like this thing, he's holding this cord, like really thinking now. I think he let himself down or herself down here from wherever he was hanging to kind of take a second and look at something here. All right. And then again, maybe he's looking at, again, this muse, this woman here. Okay. Maybe he's looking at the dynamic from a different, instead of seeing her as someone who is starting trouble or rumors or gossiping, he might be seeing her as somebody who is crying out in a way that the only way that she knows how, you know, because of what has been done. And some of these things have been put because this masculine energy has not stepped up to keep her protected or shielded here. And when you hide something, sometimes somebody else can come up and find it and abuse it or break it or do something like this to it, and then you may not be able to have it. You know, it didn't do it. It could be a precious stone that was just sitting there waiting, working on itself, taking a lot of pressure, changing. You know what I'm saying? It's more valuable. And somebody already knows this. So this is the part, like I said, that I don't understand. Somebody already knows this, but it's like it's almost on hold because that person is on hold. This is somebody, some of these times, these are leaders that's not even in control of themselves. There's some type of other narrative, shadow energy, or some type of secret society or group or something, you know, jump in, jump out, okay? Blood in, blood out. There's usually something else that's controlling them where they're not able to even be a man in the first place. But then again, they'll say that a certain woman that is trying to help him and trying to show him who he is and and how she should be valued, you know, she's a problem child or she's a rebellious one or something like that. It makes no sense to me. Again, because again, these people and their women know exactly where these women that are being exalted and placed over these people, that they know that they have been studying this woman their whole life. It's almost like a twin or a Gemini twin effect, or where one, you know what I'm saying, is going to be valued by society because it can be controlled, you know what I'm saying, and then it will be exalted, okay? And the other one that is just cannot